Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Indiana Jones Fighter Plane Chase. It is set number 77012, comes with 387 pieces, and is rated ages 8 and up. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. LEGO Indiana Jones triumphantly returns this summer. Now, hopefully, the rumors aren't to be believed and that it's not just coming and going as quickly as it came back, essentially. You know, it sort of came out of nowhere, and now, unfortunately, seems like they might be canceling the Indiana Jones theme after just the release of the 3 sets. As with this set being any indication, Indiana Jones is absolutely a fantastic theme of LEGO that I hope to see they continue and remake a bunch of sets that they used to have back in the day, because I didn't get to collect many, if any, of the previous Indiana Jones sets. I might have had one of them, but it's broken now, as I definitely don't have it built at this point. But this set, obviously, based off of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and the third Indiana Jones, the last of the original trilogy of Indiana Jones films. Definitely very iconic scene with the fighter plane chasing after Indiana Jones. And yeah, definitely very, very, very good LEGO set, I have to say, right off the top. At the top of the box, of course, you have our 3 characters, including the set, which is kind of a nice detail. The nice scenery on the side, flipping it around. You have the plane sort of trying its best to maintain, stay next to the vehicle there. You have some other nice scenery, which I feel like is definitely sort of taking direct shots from the film, with, of course, Indiana Jones and Henry Jones, sort of arguing in the car and whatnot, and of course the plane chasing after them, and showing some of the other features, like how you can take the wings off of the plane. Now, of course, here's the manual. Again, rendered image. Definitely does not look as good as it used to when it would just take the box art right off the box and reprint it onto the manual. But that's neither here nor there at this point. And, of course, there are a bunch of extra pieces, actually. In such a small set, with just under 400 pieces, you're left with quite a few studs and Technic beams. Of course, you get an extra Indiana Jones whip, but definitely was originally designed for Indiana Jones. In that style, so definitely very, very nice amount of extra pieces there. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Professor Henry Jones Sr., of course, Indiana Jones' father, and definitely a very, very nice minifigure. Very, very unique, I gotta say, with definitely some brand new printing. As you can see, definitely using some nice techniques to really capture the look quite well. And I just gotta say it, if it wasn't for the beard, I would say this is almost a perfect face for a custom, Walter White character. Just if it just had the goatee. So, maybe one day. No, definitely not. But that's just something I've seen. But still, definitely very, very nice face print there. Obviously, like I showed, no back face print as his helmet would show it if he had one. But still very nice printing on the torso there, carrying his nice little, I believe this is journal, and then of course you have this nice printed piece here to represent one of his items, and some basic printing on the back. Overall, very good minifigure. Next up, we have Indiana Jones with his brand new molded hat and hairpiece, which definitely looks very nice. I definitely am a sucker for the older style, though, of the Indiana Jones hat. I did have an Indiana Jones minifigure. Don't have it with me to compare, but I definitely like the older hat, I think, a little bit more. But I definitely like the extra added detail to it, but I think just nostalgia makes me like the original one for some reason a little bit more. But still, definitely an improved version with the nice, wrap around there and printed detail. Now, you do have the nice, sort of torso to the leg printing, looking very excellent there. And of course, he's got a holster, and he's got his whip, and the back printing as well looks really good. Now, he does have a double-sided face, with him being a bit more perplexed. And that is Indiana Jones. And last but certainly not least, we have a fighter pilot, and yeah, he's pretty generic. Not a whole lot of extra printing detail on him. but still a nice torso print and back printing there, and does have his nice sort of generic Lego flesh tone face. Of course, you can place the goggles down if you wanted to, but nothing too special about this character. Now, taking a look at this very small little sign build you have here, as you can see, just has a map to Berlin and tunnel ahead sign, as you can see there. So very, very nice, just on a simple little build there. Nothing too crazy, but still a nice addition. Now, next we'll take a look at is the car itself, and this is definitely a very nice little car. Now, it's definitely a lot different of a building process than what you would have with, say, a Speed Champion set, which of course I have reviewed plenty of those on the channel. It's definitely a much different building process, I just gotta say. But still, it definitely works quite well, and you have 2 seats, so you can have Indiana Jones and Henry Jones Sr. riding in the vehicle, which is definitely very nice. You have this nice sort of chalet or case here, which does contain an umbrella and 2 weapons there, 2 guns, which is pretty nice. As one is an extra, but I just decided to put both in there because I just figured it made sense. And of course, you also have this briefcase here. As you can see, there's nothing inside. It's just generic like a briefcase, but still very nice addition to include. And it looks really sleek when they're both have the chest and the piece here. Now you can pop the chest out, as you can see. It just sits on those 2 studs, so you can, play around depending on how you want to see fit there. Now, placing our characters into the vehicle, we'll place Indiana Jones, of course, in the driver's seat here, just like that, and then Henry Jones Sr. right on the passenger side, and they look like that. As you can see, with them riding off, and obviously on wheels, works quite well as they knock over the fighter pilot, but definitely moves well on smooth surfaces, etc. And lastly, we have our fighter plane, and this is quite a nice little build for a fighter plane, I have to say. Definitely something that I didn't really expect LEGO to make, as they've kind of gone out of their way to not make any sort of attacking vehicles that attack like regular human characters. If it's in Star Wars, it's one thing, but they didn't release a Osprey in the Technic lineup because they didn't want it to invoke that they were pro-war, I guess, or something along those lines. But overall, it's definitely a very, very nice little sort of older style vehicle build here. Of course, there is room, or you can pop off this sort of cockpit piece in order to place your pilot inside. You do have to sort of take it off. It doesn't like lift up on its own, so sort of disappointing there, I guess, but it's not the biggest deal as it's pretty easy to place back on, as you see, like that. Now, of course, it is equipped with 2 Studfire shooters to attack Indiana Jones while they are trying to escape. So, of course, you can just fire it just like that, and luckily it didn't go too far, and you just reload it there. So you do have to push sort of hard on these in order to get them to fire. Sometimes they shoot off easier than others, but still, overall works quite well. You have the nice propeller at the front here, and the wheels. Now, sort of disappointing is you can't like move the wheels. They're sort of locked in. Now, the way they've been built is you can pop this off and then go like this, I guess, or the other way around if you wanted to, just to like act like they're in, not like it's a difference in flying mode versus landing mode, but in general they don't show you doing that, so I think you're just supposed to leave it. Now the back does have a smaller wheel, and overall it works decently well. As you can see, it definitely moves well on smooth surfaces, like it's supposed to. Now, the other main feature of the set is that you can break off the wings for when it is into the tunnel. So it is held just on those ball joints here, so you don't have to worry about breaking the set like it's gonna be hard to put back together when you pop these off. Very simple, and then you can have them, you know, racing down the tunnel like that. And both of the wings are pretty much identical, just built opposite ways. As you can see, using the same sticker and same sort of part usage on both. And again, very easy to place these back on with these ball joints. You just line it up, place it in. Don't even have to push too hard to get those back on. As you see there. The LEGO Indiana Jones fighter plane chase is a great addition to the LEGO lineup and is definitely a triumphant return for LEGO Indiana Jones. I really am very hopeful that LEGO Indiana Jones is here to stay for at least a couple of years. I hope the rumors aren't true that, you know, this is going to be a one and done for the summer, that just because they canceled the Temple of Doom set doesn't mean they're canceling the entire Indiana Jones theme again. Because I definitely feel like these sets show that this can be a very, very good theme. And at its price point, I think this is a very fair price at $34.99 US and $44.99 Canadian. I definitely feel like you're getting a lot of value for your money. You know, you get two vehicles, a random little sign build, which doesn't really matter, but the vehicles themselves are great. You get 3 minifigures. Could there have been a 4th? I guess, but I'm not going to complain in a set like this because, you know, you have room for 3 characters in their respective vehicles in total. You know, 1 for the fire plane and then 2 for the vehicle or the car, and I just think that works. I think this set is just a great set. Like, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, I definitely feel like this set and the Temple. If you're a fan of Indiana Jones, I definitely feel like this set is definitely a must-have, especially if you're a fan of the original Indiana Jones films, because I definitely feel like this set is really, really good for what you get in this set. But that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the LEGO Indiana Jones fighter plane chase in the comments down below. Have you guys picked up the set, or are you planning to? Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.